Hello, I'm Andy and I'm going to read to you a tarot monthly horoscope for zodiac signs, and this is for the month of July 2017 and is for you coming from Gemini. So let me shuffle my tarot cards quickly, and I like using tarot cards which are Kabbalistic tarot cards because they have planetary signs and zodiac signs to help me. The first card that I'm going to pull is for the first 15 days for you coming from Gemini, firstly in your area of romance. For the first 15 days there is conflict, there is disappointment, there is confrontation, there is provocation. That's what the card says. So you have to tell yourself in the first 15 days you cannot afford to be stubborn, you cannot afford to be quarrelsome and argumentative. Otherwise, in your romance area there's going to be a lot of difficulties. Let's move to your marriage area, and the news is about the same. Plenty of conflict and differences arising. And also be careful that you cannot afford to dominate, and your moodiness can also interfere with stability in the marriage as well. Also be careful that you can be played out, or a secret of some kind can be exposed, or something said about the past, which something about secretiveness can be also exposed to make your first 15 days bring problems to your marriage. So it's a problem 15 days in marriage. In general family areas there is conflict, and family areas can mean with children, of course with your marriage partner or romance partner, and also with siblings and parents as well. There is conflict. So whatever differences you have with your romance partner or marriage partner, do not allow siblings or your parents to interfere. Otherwise the situation is going to worsen in the first 15 days. Regarding your career, you can receive bad news about status, or you may be put into a position of change where you work and you will not be very happy. It shows basically superiors, which could be your bosses or those in charge of your department, are going against you. So the last thing you want is to be confrontative or to be stubborn or to be dominating yourself. In areas of business, the news is not very good. The competition is very strong. You can lose it to other people, your existing business as well. It also shows a shrinking, and that normally means that rather than growth, you have to step backwards to survive. So problems are seen in the first 15 days in your businesses, which are quite strong. Business partnerships are definitely under stress as well, and financial area generally is in a difficult situation. Regarding your health, the way the card is showing me says that unhappiness, blood pressure because of stress, difficulties in coping in all areas, and that for you can have pressure on your heart, and that you can bring about mental stress and anxiety to the maximum. Okay, later on I'm going to give you your good ages and your good dates in July to help you. But now let me pull the next card, which will have to do with your last 15 days in July for you coming from Gemini. Alright, regarding your last 15 days, they don't really improve. They show that whoever is in charge, so let's talk of your romance. If it's your romance partner who seems to be controlling the shots, then you're going to be very unhappy. If you take over, your ego is going to trouble you as well in romance. So what should you do? Step back. Let somebody else take charge. Go softly in the last 15 days in areas of romance. Otherwise, you're going to find plenty of difficult issues. There are signs here which show that if you're not careful, rather than a growth in romance, there can be even a danger of breakdown. Let's go to your marriage area now for your last 15 days, and it shows again a lot of stress. It shows that you are basically not happy. This message is for you. So you are not happy. Is the unhappiness coming from your marriage partner, or from your siblings or your parents, or are the children also adding on to problems? All this is shown. So they are multiplying the problems. So you have to sit down and cope with it quietly within yourself. Don't burst out, don't argue definitely. Otherwise, your marriage situation is going to be very troublesome. The general family area shows that there is difficulty in finding total happiness. So be happy that you can keep the continuity of your romance or marriage or family area going, and that's good enough for your last 15 days. I want to go to your area of career, which also shows plenty of stress in the last 15 days. It shows that you can be defeated in the sense that somebody else could get a promotion and not you. And so your status gets lowered in the last 15 days in your career area. So romance and marriage area having lots of difficulties already in your last 15 days, and the family area not happy, and now career business can also continue to bring the difficulties. Your last 15 days warns you about your ego in your area of career or business. You have to be realistic, and otherwise the growth may not come. But the card shows some little growth is possible. So you have to realize that leaping into success is not going to be seen for you in the last 15 days. You'll have to work very hard in areas of romance, marriage, career or business in the last 15 days. Now regarding your health in the last 15 days, the news is all about, let me see, all about stress basically and anxiety. And that brings me to worry about your mental state, and that brings me to worry about your digestive area. So gastric problems are what I worry in the month of July for you the most of all. Okay, now I'm going to give you your good ages in July so that it gives you some possibility of finding some success and some luck in any area of your life. Now for your good ages, I've chosen the ages of 22, 31, 40, 49, 58, 67 or 76. If you happen to be any of these ages, you are going to be able to show some forward move and some success in the month of July, because these ages will attract all the good luck. If you are not any of these ages that I've mentioned, don't panic. It just means that you have to listen carefully to the advice that I've given you. Now I'm going to give you a set of good dates in the month of July so that you can look forward to these good dates and you can plan to speak to your romance or marriage partner or to your boss if you have a career and a job, or with your business people. And your good dates that I've chosen for you in the month of July are the 4th, the 13th, the 22nd and the 31st. Bookmark these dates. Plan activity in any area of life on these dates, morning, noon and night, and you will see that you are able to advance well enough in any area of your life. All right? Well, that's what I have to tell you for the month of July. And I'm already Skyping, and I'm charging USD 50 for a 90-minute Skype session, which will be based on your date of birth, your time of birth, looking at your palms, looking at your face when we Skype. The face is a map. Face reading is something very interesting. And if you like, I can also use Kabbalistic tarot cards for you in the 90 minutes that we are going to have a session. Go to Facebook, follow me, communicate with me that way, or go to Skype itself and leave me a message and I'll come back to you. And I look forward one day soon to help you for your next 5 or 6 years very accurately in all areas of your life. Until then, thank you and good luck.